I have been married for 4 years without kids. After a year, we decided to seek medical help. My medical results were okay, but my husband insisted that it was fine. It was when my father pleaded with him that he went for the test, and the results say he has azoospermia. My parents and I took it with faith and started running up and down for him. He pleaded with us not to let his parents know because it's from a polygamous home, but later, any small argument, he will ask me to pack my load and go. Most times, even if I don't offend him, he will just pick up a fight or assume things, to the extent that he accused me of infidelity. At times, he will tell me if I truly want to have a child, I will have to get it elsewhere. In short, everything became so toxic. He started chasing people away from me. Sometimes he would tell me that I'm always my parents or I'm talking to my family too much. At other times, he would send me an SMS or WhatsApp messages telling me he regrets or blame himself for marrying me. He comes home on weekends, and after sending that messages, he come back home and asks as if he wasn't the one who sent those messages. At times, I will call for 2 weeks and he will not pick my call. 2 weeks ago, I went to church on Sunday and I had to wait after service for a meeting because I'm the assistant church secretary. We didn't finish until a few minutes to 5, and I was few steps on getting home when he called me and said I should go back to wherever it is I'm coming back from. I got to the house and kept knocking. He didn't open. After an hour, I had to send a message to our pastor, who now sent his wife down to our place. Immediately she came and heard her voice. He opened the door. He still insisted that I go back to wherever it was I was coming back from. My pastor's wife had to tell him that we left the church together, which is true because we live in the same area. My pastor's wife has to ask him what the problem was exactly, and he said my offense is that I keep to date with family and friends, and he's always the last person to hear of it. Even my pastor came to beg him. He still did not listen. The following day, he called my dad that he has met with a lawyer that he wants to divorce me. My dad called me and said since he's the one who asked for the divorce, I should grant him that enough is enough, that he's tired of settling issues. My dad called his dad, but his dad said he would talk to him to call it off. I'm just tired. What if the father is no longer alive? Is this how I will be doing? A few days later, my husband called my father that he has gone to the police station because of our pastor, because our pastor called him to warn him that nothing must happen to me. Because actually, our father takes us like his children, only for him to come home last weekend that the lawyer and police talk was out of anger, that it was a lie. Meanwhile, my parents already sent me money to rent an apartment because of my job and to avoid domestic violence. This is a man who spends recklessly, and I refuse to take his medication. If he buys medication for 1 month, he will not take for the next 5 months. I have traveled severally to go and collect herbal medication for him, but he still would not take or even give me transport or payment for it. All the expenses are on my parents, and yet I can't breathe peacefully. Though I have concluded with my family that this marriage is over, but I still need other people's opinion, so it won't look as if I'm acting out of emotions.